What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video guys, me showcasing the brand new Excalibur Arthur on my whale account, but as a free-to-play version. So hopefully this is a good showcase here, guys. We're going to be rocking the brand new Excalibur Arthur, and I don't actually have any of the paid outfits on him, so we're actually going to be running him on the human team here. So as you guys can see, this is the Arthur right here, and in terms of the outfits, we are only running the ones from the red Excalibur Arthur and the green Excalibur Arthur. So you guys can see I only have these ones equipped. If we go to the weapons here, I only have the affinity weapons. If we go to the headpieces, I only have the default. So this is pretty much as free to play as it can get. And I do have the Holy Relic on because I feel like it is pretty accessible considering it's from the bird. So I will keep the Holy Relic. But I think this is the free-to-play Excalibur Arthur right here, guys, and we're going to hop in and showcase this man on the human team. So I'm actually not going to be running Roxy on this video. I am going to be running the one ultimate because I want to actually see how well this team fares with like a standard human team and see like how good it can actually be, man. We're going to test it out here. I'm just going to equip the links here on everybody, and then we're going to hop in ungeared PvP. So if you guys enjoy videos like this where I showcase the brand new character, either the free versions or the paid versions of the characters, or like the new like festivals, whatever, definitely make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, guys. On the road to the 40,000 subscribers as per usual. And yeah, man, we're gonna be hopping in with this team. I'm not actually gonna run CC food. Actually, I'm gonna run HP food, if that's okay, I think, with you guys. I'm gonna run HP food to be a little bit more realistic as to like what CC would look like. You know, I try my best here. I'm on my whale account, so it's gonna look a little bit more inflated than normal, but this is what it's gonna look like right here, right? No outfits right here, but you guys can see his stats are actually fairly decent, right? I'm only like 10k HP less than Bond. That's without any HP cosmetics, which is really nice. We're about like what, like 600 defense less, and then about like 2k attack. So that is pretty substantial. But yeah, guys, we're gonna hop in here and let's see what Excalibur Arthur is able to do. If you guys don't know exactly what his kit's about, by the way, his passive here increases the max HP of human allies by 10% for each human ally on the battlefield, and whenever the hero assumes a stance, one debuff is removed from each ally, and allies' crit defense increases by 5% for every debuff applied to them. So as every debuff is being applied to the team, we're going to be getting crit defense stacked up for the entire team. We're going to be tanking a lot better. So as long as Arthur keeps, you know, collecting those debuffs on the team, and then whenever he stances up, he cleanses them. We're also going to be getting crit defense for everyone that's not on. So it is kind of counterintuitive, but we'll see how it actually goes in play, guys. So let's hop into the match and let's see what we're able to do with this team. Alright, guys, we're hopping into the first match of the video here. We got a demon team here. It's going to be probably a bot there, 207k CC, right? So what we're going to do then, guys, is we're going to actually stance up instantly. I'm going to stance up instantly with Bond, and then because I think this is a bot, we will actually, yeah, I think, actually, no, we'll just go for the kill in the melee then. Let's do this, let's do that, and let's do that. Because I was going to do the stance with Arthur there, but realistically speaking, guys, if I want to take out that perk melee so that I don't have to deal with him next turn, we want to make sure that we kill him with Bond and Escanor, right? So I'm going to do the debuffs right there. And because we have Green Sario Link as well, we are able to actually have 5 debuffs on the perk melee right there to do 82k on the snipe card from Bond. Pretty nice. Yeah, that actually is pretty good damage. Now the question is, guys, would I rather run red Excalibur Arthur over the green one here on the human team? And like so far, we haven't really like tested like the potential of Arthur here yet, but I do think that, you know, when you are running Arthur, it is probably better to run the red one because he gives you damage dealt on the front line, and he gives you about the same max HP anyway, unless you're running him in like 4v4 or something, right? So just something to think about. But right here, this is like one of the best things about Arthur though, right? I get block affected on Bond right here, right? But because I stance up here, I actually lose the block effect and I'm able to attack again. So what we can do is we'll cleanse the block effect right there. And we're also stancing up, so we're getting debuff, immunity, taunt, and we're healing diminished HP. And then what we're going to do is we're going to completely nerf the, let's actually kill the Chandler, because he's going to be stancing up probably next turn, so we want to do as much damage as we can. So now that I do that, we do the cleanse, it's going to remove the block effect on Bond, and he's freely able to attack. So that is kind of a nice utility, you know what I mean? I actually do like the fact that I can kind of cleanse right there, and not have to worry about the fact that, you know, I just got block affected by the Chandler, and I'm going to be kind of screwed because of that. So maybe a green Sario Link from the enemy would have been better, but then at that point, right, we would have got a lot more crit defense, right? So that's definitely something to think about. We would have got a lot more crit defense to be okay. And because we're getting, okay, so I got encroached there. I'm going to try and do the, I'm gonna try and do the Arthur stance here and see if that cleanses the encroach, right? I think it's gonna cleanse the recovery disabled though. I'm not too sure. But what we will do then is we'll do the we'll do Escanor AoE, and then I think we'll do this, and hopefully it cleanses the encroach. But I don't know if it's gonna cleanse the encroach on Bond right there. So all stats down. We do the AoE with Escanor. He's gonna counter. It's not gonna do too much damage. Bond actually did not lose the encroach. You hate to see it, man. So it does do the first debuff you got, but now that we've cleansed it pretty much because it's gone. That is definitely something to think about though. But that's cool though, right? Like that's cool. Like the cleanse ability, if you're getting block affected like that, it can definitely be something you can use. It's really not a bad thing right there. And because we have debuff immunity on this, we actually cannot get encroach, right? So no matter how many attacks the demon team does, I'll actually just be chilling here and completely okay, right? Which I think is really nice. So what we can do here now, the Estarossa is block affected, so I'm not worried about him, and we can guaranteed crit the we actually, you know what though, guys, something I didn't even take into account here. Let's do the stance. Let's do this. Let's do stance, crit the Chandler, and then we're actually gonna nerf the Estarossa right there too. But I do also have gauge reduction with Arthur. If you guys don't know, his attack card actually is gauge reduction. So that is another nice thing you can actually do as well. So overall, what are you guys thinking, man? I think this is actually not too bad. This is a pretty good, like, Excalibur Arthur, man, because of the fact that he's able to, be immune to all these encroach effects. He can get cleanse the allies of their of their debuffs. I think that's really nice. We get crit defense stacks for every debuff on the team, so we're gonna be even more tanky every time we're getting all these debuffs, right? I think that can definitely be a really big plus too. So yeah, man, I mean overall this is really nice. I'm gonna do this though, guys. So we have market concentration on both Escanor or Estarossa and Zeldris right there, and we're just gonna ult with my Bond right there. So because we're able to do that, we're gonna guaranteed crit both of them on the ultimate here, and we're applying a ton of debuffs because of Escanor and his green Sariel link with the attack related lore and the green Sariel link, and boom, we drop the Bond ultimate, and goodbye, see you later. Goodbye Estarossa and Zeldris right there, man. I'm that was pretty cool. I thought that was a really cool way to kind of showcase what Arthur's capable of doing, right? Giving you the crit defense, cleansing debuffs on the allies, right? Being able to do that for Bond was a really nice thing right there. So yeah, guys, that's first match of the video. Let's hop in and let's hopefully get a real player, because that was a bot if you guys don't know. You guys can see it was a bot. But hopefully we can get a real player and see what we're capable of doing against them. But yeah, I think the utility of Arthur so far is actually really nice. So let's hop in. Alright guys, we're hopping into the next match of the video here. We got another demon team. It is going to be a 198 KCC player. Let's see if this is going to be a bot or if it's going to be real. Let's see. And it is a bot. Okay, so that's a little bit unfortunate right there. It is what it is. Let's do the exact same thing we did turn 1 last time, guys, against the demon team. We do the single target with Escanor. We follow up with the Bond single target, and then the the snipe card. So it's going to do a ton of damage. We just got to make sure we're always killing the Perk Melee turn 1, because he is easily the biggest threat on Demon Team. Once you take him out, Estarossa can kind of be dealt with, obviously he's going to do the darkness stacks and all that, but it's not going to be too much of a problem really for you once you actually get that setup. And wow, we're actually able to get a rank 3 Arthur. So what does rank 3 Arthur even do on the stance there? I actually don't know. We can merge for it and try though. I'm curious. Also, because of that, we're actually able to cleanse the infect. Oh, but he's running green Sariel link. Okay, so now we're actually gonna get a ton of crit defense here. Let's actually see what the crit defense is looking like, guys. Look at that. So the crits are actually doing as much as the regular hits. You saw that from Estarossa. Okay, let's see how much crit defense my Bond has now because of Arthur, right? So we go to crit defense, 45% crit defense increase, man. Really nice. Let's see Escanor right here, because he's building his all stats as well, so he's gonna have a little bit more. Yeah, so 53 on him, man. Really nice stuff, guys. Okay, let's merge this right here with Arthur. Let's do the rank 3 stance right here. So 50% diminished HP, taunts for 2 turns, and what's it called? Yeah, what was it? The cleanse debuffs, right? So that's really good. We do the single target with Escanor right there. It's gonna do a ton of damage. He probably has Tarmiel Link, I was gonna say, yeah. So there, even though we cleansed the debuffs right there, we cleansed the infect actually, because that was the first debuff that applied. So what it does is it cleanses the first debuff that was applied to your team, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so he has gauge reduction right there. He's applying the debuffs on my entire team so that we actually, you know, get the extra crit defense. So now we're actually tanking really well. And this is free to play Arthur, by the way, guys. This is free to play Arthur. So he's doing really good so far. But right here, I guess what we'll do then is we'll do single target AoE and then rank 2 bond. We don't have a snipe or anything like that. We don't have marker concentration, I mean, so we're not going to do like an insane amount of damage, but this is still going to do a good amount. So we're going to do that. Drop the AoE card right there with Escanor, and then this, because he has like 7 debuffs, this should be enough to kill. Let's see. Nice, Bond. Look at that. We got the kill right there. So now it's just Esterosa and Ragnarok Bond, and we can easily deal with that. We have ultimate with Escanor here. We are still taunting with Arthur, so he has to keep attacking into Arthur here, and he's applying all these debuffs to increase our crit defense right here, which is really nice. And another thing too is that Esterosa is only going to be able to do damage on the darkness stacks, not the actual encroach, because he can apply that on Arthur. As long as I have this stance here, he's not going to be able to do that. And because Arthur can cleanse on the turn like this, I can instantly cleanse. Escanor is not going to be gauge reduction, so if I wasn't able to use my ultimate this turn, I could easily just cleanse up and then just you know, wait a turn with Escanor and then ult after the fact. Like, that would still count. So I think that's really good utility actually. Yo, this Arthur is not too bad, man. And like, let's say I was facing a Purg melee, right? If I get dissolved, I can cleanse that as I'm attacking if like the following turn or the turn before I got dissolved because I didn't attack with one of the characters against Purg melee, and I can cleanse that the following turn with Arthur. That is so good tech actually. So yeah, man, that's pretty good, guys. Let's hop into the next match and hopefully we can get a real player. I know I'm in Champion 1, so a lot of the players I'm going to be getting are going to be bots, but you know, hopefully we get some lucky matches here. But yeah, let's hop into the next match and let's see what we're able to do. Alright guys, we are hopping into the next match of the video. We got a mirror match! Oh my gosh, it's a mirror match! Is that the green one? It is! Yo, this is crazy. So now guys, this is going to be a pretty cool test to see what's going to happen here. I'm not actually going to kill the Bond. I'm actually going to deal with the Escanor. And the reason why I'm going to deal with the Escanor is because I want to be able to let that Bond apply debuffs on me, because he's going to get that crit defense increase, right? So right here, this Escanor might actually tank because of the opposing Arthur giving that crit defense to Escanor, right? Yeah, so you see how tanky that is? Wow. So Arthur on the flip side, like when I'm facing an Arthur too, right? So this is an opposing Arthur. He's getting crit defense on his ultimate Escanor, so he's just going to be a lot more tanky, right? Which is kind of cool actually. I like that. That is actually really cool. So he can actually apply market concentration there because I have debuff immunity with Arthur. He goes to the single target with Escanor, but remember I have Tarmiel Link, so as he's hitting into my Arthur here, it's not going to do anything, and we're actually able to Tarmiel Grace that pretty much. So we're not having any issues, and Bond and Escanor can't do anything against my setup right here, right? So that was really cool. So let's do Escanor single target here. We'll do Escanor single target again, and then we'll follow up with the AoE. I could have actually merged that probably, but I want to make sure we kill the Escanor. And we'll keep letting the Bond apply debuffs on me, just so that he can get those extra crit defense increases from Arthur right there, and that'll be really good. But we do the AoE right there, and that's going to be a dead Escanor, man, because he's only 1 out of 6. That's really good. So there we go. Escanor is going to be dead. Let's see who he comes out from the backline here, who we got. He got Festival Zeldris. Okay, so everyone's pretty much running Festival Zeldris at that point. Let's see what Bond's able to do now. He is block affected. He can cleanse technically with Arthur. So I don't know if that's going to cleanse the block effect. Was that the first debuff he got? It was not. So I don't think that's going to cleanse the block effects. Yeah, as you guys can see, it did not cleanse the block effect right there. So that's not too good for him, right? So let's do, he's going to go for the... Yep, okay, so he goes for the single target. That's going to be a gauge reduction. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this with Bond, because that's still going to do damage, right? Considering he has, he still has debuffs. The Arthur taunt does not remove all your debuffs and give you debuff immunity. It actually gives you debuff immunity and keeps whatever buffs you had, other than the fact that he's removing 1. So he's going to remove 1 from each of the team, and that's still going to help too, but, yeah, I mean, that was fairly good damage right there as well. And it doesn't look like he's running Tarmiel Link on the Arthur, actually. What? You guys see that, right? He's not actually running Tarmiel Link there. So there we go. We go for the single target. But he did get the Arthur passive proc right there. He did actually get that. And when Fast Elders comes out too, he's actually lowering crit chance and crit damage as well. So, like, yo, this is kind of a situation where it can definitely... Ah, I see. This can definitely become an issue. Okay, so he has to attack into my taunt though because we taunted up. So Escanor is actually freely able to ult here, and I'm not gonna have too many issues. It looks like this is pretty much the fight, guys. Not bad. I think this is a good showing though of what this team's capable of, right? You know, you have a lot of utility here. We have the gauge reduction to follow up as well, just in case. Like, let's say I don't kill Bond here with this ultimate. If Ultimate Escanor wasn't able to kill him, we have Arthur with the gauge reduction to follow up. So this is really good, man. I think overall this team is pretty nice, alongside having Arthur right there. So yeah, we do get the kill with Ultimate Escanor there, but man, Arthur was doing his job there. He was cleansing the team, giving us crit defense stacks. He was doing pretty much everything we needed, right? That's pretty much everything we asked for on that team. So that's really nice. We'll do one more match for the video, guys. Hopefully we can get a real player, man. This entire video is just boss, but hopefully this still helps you guys see how good this Arthur can be utility-wise, right? He's obviously really good on the utility end of things, but I think the red Excalibur Arthur is more so like if you want like a damaging comp, you would go with that. But I think this is still really nice. So let's hop into the next match, guys, and we'll wrap up the video after that. Alright, guys, we are hopping into the final match of the video here. We got a demon team. 206k CC. Is that going to be a real player or not? That's the real question here. Are we going to get a free-to-play player or a real player? This is a bot. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing. This time, you know what I'm going to do, though? Let's see if Esterosa has the terminal link. He does. Okay, so could be a detriment. It could actually be. But I'm going to do this with Bond. And let's see if Bond's able to kill Esterosa. I'm going to let the Perg Melee live because I want to see if I'm able to possibly cheese the fact that he has the... what's it called? The dissolve right there. I want to see if I can actually stop the dissolve with my Arthur. Maybe that's going to be a strategy we're able to do here. So I want to actually let Perg Melee live here, and maybe that could be a thing we can do. Unless my, unless my Arthur just dies turn 1 here. That's another possibility. We are facing a Perg Melee here. So, definitely something to take into account. And, so you definitely don't want to do this turn 1, guys. I just want to kind of test, though. So I'm going to let the Perg Melee kind of do his thing here. Let's see what really happens here, right? I'm kind of curious. So he has Green Sariel Link. Okay, so he goes to the AoE with Melee. That's going to do a lot of damage, but because he doesn't have Esterosa, he's not going to gain basic stats or anything like that. Goes to the single target onto Arthur. That's going to block affect him too. That's really good. So what we can do now, we can stance up. That's actually going to cleanse the debuffs. Actually, no, do we even want to stance up at that point then? Because we do want to get the crit defense stacks, right? The crit defense obviously helped us out there. What we can do then, I guess we'll go for the kill on the... how do I want to go about this, actually? Okay, so I'm going to stance up with Arthur regardless. I'm going to do this right here. And then I'm going to do merge with Escanor. Yeah, I know Escanor is going to lose some gauge right there, but it's still going to be okay to do. And I want to, minus 100% crit chance that melee, so he can't really do anything. So he's block affected and minus 100% crit chance. We don't top deck a snipe card with melee. That's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see, though. He goes for AoE. It's not going to do a lot of damage. Not at all. Right? So we're just completely tanking that. Let's see. So he, active grace right there. So we get the Charmian Link to proc. He doesn't have another melee card, it looks like. He doesn't, so we can actually 100% minus crit chance the melee right there, so he can't actually crit on this ultimate if he was to attack, right? And if anything, we have gauge reduction as well, so that's another tech that we actually have there we can use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with the gauge reduction and then Escanor single target to hopefully kill the melee right there. And it looks like we are, because he doesn't have Tarmiel Link or anything, so I think we can actually finish him off here. And unless he gets like a crazy merge here with his melee. He doesn't, okay. Then, maybe we would have lost there. But we do actually get the kill right there on the melee. And, that's pretty nice. Boom. Look at that. Very, very cool. So, yeah, man. I think, okay, overall, guys, we didn't face any real players this entire PvP video. But just to give you guys an idea of what Excalibur Arthur is capable of, at least this kind of shows you guys what he's able to do. So, I think overall... my thoughts on him, he's a really good utility character to run on human team for Bond and like Escanor, like Roxy, whoever you're really running. But the thing is, I will say is that Excalibur Arthur, the other one, right? The other Excalibur Arthur could be a better option just because of the fact that he's increasing your damage dealt by 20%. Whereas this Arthur is kind of just making your team tank a little bit better. So it really depends on what you're looking for in your character. But I think overall, if you're looking for like a tank type unit, then this Arthur is going to be a really good option. And bearing in mind that I did not put my actual whale cosmetics on him, I only had my free to play stuff on in ungeared. So he was really, tanking well for the entire team right there. And I didn't have any like crazy crazy cosmetics or anything like that. All I had was really the red Tarmiel link, and that was pretty much it. So yeah, man, I mean, guys, let me know what you guys think about the Arthur in the comment section below, man. I think he did a really good performance, actually. This is really, really good, man. I'm kind of surprised at how well he was able to perform here. This is really good. So you go for the Bond ultimate, but just like that, it's a wrap, man. So yeah, this also kind of coincides with the fact that Bond obviously getting buffed, being able to be used with humans, guys, like works really well. But I think overall, guys, this Arthur is going to be a really good option for you guys on the human team, and I definitely recommend building him if you guys plan on using him on human team, unless you want to run the red Excalibur Arthur for the damage dealt. This one can be really nice for utility. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.